G'day, I'm Nick from All Terrain Warriors. I'm here to give you another rundown on a Isuzu NPS single cab we finished this week. So start off with the wheels. So 17-inch rims running 37-inch tyres. We got the modified lower cab step. So with the increase in the tyre diameter, we need to modify the step so it doesn't foul. Then we go down to the suspension. So we've got ATW parabolic suspension running the King shocks. It's got extended ABS lines, extended brake lines, urethane bushes and grease nipples on every spring shackle. This one's also got front and rear airbags as well. So we put the airbag in the front more as a cushion. So you run it like 15 to 20 PSI, just so it gives you that nice cushion feel rather than the bump stop smashing against the bottom of the chassis, which happens quite a lot when you're loading these trucks up in holes. On the back, we do fit the airbag. Mainly if you're towing caravans or you've got a lot of weight in the back, the airbag sometimes can help it level it out and just give it that little bit of extra height. Up the top here we have the ATW heavy duty roof rack, which has also got our solar rack housing a 200 watt EnerDrive panel. We've got the air intake snorkel, got the dual fuel. So on the single cabs we run the dual fuel on the same side. So dual 140 litre Isuzu genuine tanks running genuine filters into the same transfer pollock valve with the switch on the dash. Around the front here we got the ATW hooped winch bar housing the Narva 215 Mark II spotties. Also run the Sherpa winch in the front there. So we'll come around on this side of the vehicle, and first of all I'll start off with the protection guard. So we've got a condenser guard, sump guard and radiator guard. Probably the most common guard we fit, I guess, would be the condenser guard, because that is the most vulnerable item that can get damaged. So long grass sticks goes straight through the fins of condenser, so we just put that little grill on the front of it, stops that from happening. We've got the raised breathers here, which also does front and rear diffs, gearbox, transfer case and the 2 fuel tanks. People might be asking, what is this item here? So this is the 60 amp 24 to 12 volt reducer, so we call it our tow pack. So you can run 2 50 amp Anderson plugs and the 12 pin trailer plug. Coming down to the side here, we've got our 250 litre water tank. So this is actually on a water pump, which I'll show you in the back locker later. But the reason why we do the 2 fuel tanks on one side and the water tank on this side is so it counterweights. You don't have all the weight on one side of the vehicle. With the boxes, so the customer is running dirt bikes, for instance. He's got some ramps under there, I'll show you in a sec, but basically this is what he's opted for. We got the Canopy vents. This one's actually got the EnerDrive Adventurer pack wired in with some lithium batteries. Customer's also going to fit a coffee machine in there, but it's not mounted yet. This one's where his fridge is going to be. So we've got the MSA side dropper. Basically, yeah, it's very simple to use. It's a little bit hard when there's no weight in it, but that's where it's going to sit in the fridge once it's mounted. Also got Canopy vents. It's got some Canopy door lights up the top here. All with the Unistrut adjustable shelving, so we can actually change the height of these shelves to suit. So this is our single cab tray. So our standard length for single cabs is 4.2 metres or 4.4 metres. So this is actually a 4.4, and as all our trays are, everything's 2.2 metres wide. So underneath here is our under tray lockers. So this is where the ARB 24 volt twin compressor is mounted, and also the water pump for the water tank there. These are just basically switched here. Underneath the locker you'll see the outlet for the tap. So you can actually pressure fill those tanks by filling a hose and just turn it on, make sure the tap's open. That'll fill that tank. When you see it coming out the breather, that's when you know the tank is full. Okay, so we'll come around the back here, and this is where we've got our normal tail light assembly. So the LED tail lights, the steady work lamps, which are switched on the dash, 4.5 ton tow bar. We've got, as I mentioned before, the 24 to 12 volt tow pack. So there's your 2 Andersons down there, your 12 pin trailer plug. This one's also got ramps underneath here. So this is for his dirt bikes. I won't pull the ramps out, but you can see them, that's where they're housed underneath there. So basically just drop into the tray and then he's going to ride his bikes up. So we've also fitted the extended grab handles on this one too. So these are out of the F-Series trucks. that we just bolt in. Still keep the existing handle that the NPSs have, but it just gives you that extra length just to give you a hand to get up there. So we'll come inside the cab now, and I'll give you a little rundown on what this one's actually got. So it's been fully insulated. So because you're sitting right above the motor, it gets super hot on your legs and underneath the seat. So it is insulated, makes a huge difference. I guess the next thing you can see is it's got 2 seats instead of the normal bench seat. These are our Schulman seats, so everything's engineered, all the seat mounting brackets are catered for. This is our center console, so we make these all in-house. Basically, it's got USB points in here, 2 drink holders. So this one's also got our auto torque bias diff, which is an LSD. So we remove the center and replace it with our auto torque bias diff. It works really well off-road, so it's not a full locker. So you've still got the mobility to turn in tight corners. And yeah, there's no dash, so it's all automatic. It just does its thing and works really well in sand and mud, anything really you want to throw at it.